U of I in Illinois, and she led them in points and blocks. So really just controlling her middle, staying home. I would expect the Mojo to come out hot, setting those middles to really break up the pins. Also, Willow Johnson being so hot as she is right now, expect a couple balls going to her quickly.
We mentioned already a little bit about who's already into the PVF playoffs. We mentioned Atlanta. They've already clinched not just a playoff spot, but the #1 overall seed. So they've already made it into the postseason. So congratulations to Atlanta. So has the team that is going to host the postseason in the PVF. The Omaha Supernovas have made the postseason. So teams numbers 1 and 2 are in, and I don't think that was any surprise, and it's going to be really tough because Omaha packs that arena in Nebraska.
Oh, they do. It's going to be a tough first round for whoever has to play them. I can't imagine, you know, in college, the girls talk about it's not great to go play to Nebraska. It's great when you're in Nebraska, but it sucks going there just because their fans are so intense. They love their volleyball. So really just fighting for this 3rd, 4th spot could be huge.
But the good news is Grand Rapids is the only team in all the PVF that has beaten Atlanta not once, but twice. Hopefully those trends can continue along into next week if the Grand Rapids Rise are fortunate enough to go to the postseason here this year. Stick around, we'll take a timeout. When we come back, we have volleyball here from Van Andel Arena. We've got 2 days worth of volleyball. Actually, this one on WXSP, on YouTube, and on 96.1 The Game. When we come back, we're that much closer to first serve between the Rise and the San Diego Mojo here from Van Andel. Stick around, much more to come as we get things started when we come back. Here, you got the Grand Rapids Rise, courtesy of University of Michigan Health West.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at renathletics.com and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
This is a Rise squad that just came off a bit of a gauntlet schedule. 5 matches in 9 days. That was hard enough. And now they get 2 matches in 2 days. Which one of these are harder in terms of sequencing?
Oh, I mean, I would like to say that this one should be easier since you're playing the same team back to back. Might be easier on the players, but sure not easier on the coaches. They got to turn around and come back with a second scouting report depending on how tonight goes. So I can expect that the coaching staffs for both teams are probably not going to get much sleep tonight.
We can get our starting lineups in the mix. We'll take a look at who gets the starting nod. You see Kathy George, the head coach of the Grand Rapids Rise. We'll take a look at the Mojo and Grand Rapids. Here's a look at the Grand Rapids Rise. You see Camila Gomez, she's the libero. She's been a real lightning rod for this team. And that's really where Grand Rapids sort of got out of a little funk a couple of weeks ago, KO.
Yeah, you saw the switch at the libero from Sponsel to Gomez. And Gomez just brings this fiery, I'm not letting anything hit the floor energy. She really feeds off of Emilia Dimitrova, who's also a huge fireball in the court. So combining those two has been an advantage for the Rise.
Quick look at the other side for San Diego. You see Lindsay Vanderweide. You see Temi Thomas, Alara, Ali Bastianelli, August Roski, Veronica Stone, Willow Johnson, as well. Grand Rapids going with the white jerseys here today. San Diego in the blue tops. Crowd is ready, and so are we. We've got Grand Rapids and San Diego, the first of two, with the postseason hanging in the balance here in Grand Rapids. Our first referee is Landry Hampshire. Our second is Nathan Mahavan, and our challenge referee is Lori Nelson. And of course, the head coach of the San Diego Mojo is about as decorated as it gets in the PVF. Taiba Hanif Park. Taiba Hanif Park from Long Beach State, an Olympian and one who has excelled on the highest levels of volleyball at the highest levels of Olympic competition. You see August Roski, the setter, and the former Oregon Duck, who's ready to toss us up. We're ready for volleyball. We hope you are here at the Vamp. Rise are 10 and 11. San Diego 9 and 10. The Rise have won just as many sets as they have lost this year. That will change one way or the other here tonight. San Diego got off to a very tough start. But one thing that they have done with great consistency over their last 6 sets, KO, they've played all the way to 5 sets. They have had a flair for the dramatic.
That's a lot of extra volleyball that they have been playing. So wonder if they're going to start to feel it now.
They've won 6 of their last 9 home matches, but they've been much better on the road as of late, and they're going to have to be. They've won 3 of their last 5 away from home. They're going to play 4 of their last final 5 matches on the road. 2 here in Grand Rapids, and then they'll finish it out home against Columbus. And then it's at Orlando, and then it's at Columbus again. So ironically, as the schedule winds down, a lot of those teams in that 3, 4, 5 cluster all playing against one another. Go figure that out.
Yeah, it's really interesting how it comes down to the wire. And also now that Omaha has solidified their 2nd spot in the championship, now you're wondering what team's going to play against Omaha. So the Rise do face Omaha on May 12th, which is only 3 days before the first round of the title goes. So who's going to play for them? Like, they already have that spot. Is it going to be a strategic like rest time for some of the girls, or are they just going to play their starters and really try to get into the feel of that?
Everybody's currently trying to stay warm on the court right now, and usually before we throw up first serve, there's some typical delay for this, that, and the other reason. And eventually, as things kind of belabor the first serve, we just kind of expect things to slow things down, but usually we get things started in a timely manner, but this is a little bit of a longer delay than usual, KO.
Yeah,
what's your theory here?
It looks like we're having technical difficulties.
Is this a bolt 6 thing by chance?
I think so. They're looking at the screen on the up ref. Looks like we have someone messing with it down there. So hopefully they can get that turned around quick, because, we got rid of all the officials, so.
I'm gonna have to pull anybody out of the stands today, are we?
I do know we have a couple officials in the stands.
Well, there's a lot of degrees of separation here for this one today. They said they have a technical delay here from Van Andel. So that'll allow us to give you a look at some of the connections that are going on between these two teams. There's a technical issue with the replay system right now.
Yep.
So they'll go ahead and take a look at things going on with the replay system. And meanwhile, while we do that, we'll go ahead and tell you about how these players happen to know one another. So Molly Lohman, who recently signed with the Rise, knows Hannah Tapp awfully well. Those two played 3 seasons together at Minnesota from 2014 to 2016. Rise middle blocker Kayla Caffey and Shara Marie Venegas Medina. They also played in Puerto Rico together. But enough about that. We're ready for volleyball. We hope you are. How'd we do? We're back and ready to go. And a nice play initially, but the point goes to San Diego. Amelia Dimitrova said she got it over. And are we about to test that replay system out right away? That's the real question.
So right now they called the stop of the play because she broke the center line.
So it's 1-0 San Diego, and we are finally, at long last, underway. Here's a quick tap, but it's saved there. Good play in the back row. And a point goes to Grand Rapids. We're all tied at 1.
Looks like we're starting a little bit with some rocky volleyball. That little hesitation with the technical difficulties might have got to them.
Looks like some technical difficulties on both sides right now. Over it goes from Kayla Caffey. That hits the line, and how about starting off your night with an ace? Kayla Caffey starts from the service line in style, and it's 2-1. They tried to let it go, and it cost him. Big swing, far side, and a point ties us up for San Diego. That was Temi Thomas-Alara. Now Evans setting up her middle, and Marin Grote with a short slide play makes it 3-2.
Love to see that quick set behind Ashley Evans going to Marin Grote, just outside of the middle blocker for Mojo.
Sometimes we see Grote cover more ground on that slide. That time it was a quicker move. Now from the other side. Grand Rapids setting up Dimitrova, and the point goes to San Diego.
Looks like she stepped on that 10-foot line. So as a back row attacker, you're not allowed to touch any part of that back row or that 10-foot line.
Both teams still feeling each other out. We're tied at 3. Mojo pounds it over. Evans looking for Chassé. Kept alive. Put to the net, and a swing that goes a little too long. Point Grand Rapids. 4-3. Back to GR and back to Claire Chassé. Setting it up in a big swing. Good play, Chassé. Gomez, Dimitrova has to free ball it. Rasky, big swing, blocked out, back to San Diego. Big swing and a block. And a point for Grand Rapids. Erica Pritchard and Marin Grote and the Rise have their first 2-point lead.
Pritchard puts up such a large block on that outside pin.
5-3. Chassé once again. Big swing and a point for San Diego. Lindsay Vanderweide. And now we see the first serve of the day for Willow Johnson. The former Oregon Duck, making her first appearance here in Grand Rapids. Gomez, Evans for Pritchard. Temi Tom gets this one. And a big swing, good play by Dimitrova. Can they get it over? Evans says, yes, you can. Sneak attack, kept alive. Gomez looking for Chassé. On a 10-foot attack, Grand Rapids gets the point, 6-4.
That's some scrappy volleyball being played on both sides. Love to see the setter attack from Mojo, but then a great pickup by Ashley Evans.
Marin Grote serves, up 2. Vanderweide helps get the point back for San Diego.
Lindsay Vanderweide does a great job of using the block. She's been doing that throughout this whole season, her ability to just go off high hands.
A lot of Oregon presence on this Mojo squad. Caffey blocked out in front, but it's back to the Rise. Dimitrova doesn't miss. Welcome back, Amelia Dimitrova. 7 of 5, Rise on top. Well, it's good to have her back. They really missed her. Evans just got it over. Slide play. Evans keeps it alive. Gomez looking for Pritchard. Blocked. Point goes to the Mojo. That block from Ronica Stone. 6 Mojo players currently on the roster with Oregon ties. Chassé, Evans setting it up for Dimitrova, and a beautiful left-handed swing. 2-point Rise lead. Just underway in the first set. It's 8-6, and it's Erica Pritchard. Rasky, big swing. Good play by Gomez to go get it. Chassé trying to make it count. She will, thanks to Camila Gomez.
Those are the plays that you love to win as a team. You see a hustle play from a defender and then an absolute bomb by Claire Chassé.
Pritchard again, lays it inside the line. 2 aces in set 1 for Grand Rapids. San Diego's let a few of those sneak inside the back line. Pritchard gives it back. First service error for Grand Rapids. August Rasky. (10-7). Big swing and down it goes in the middle. Point for the Mojo. Now Chassé trying to help. Didn't get it in a great spot. Now a block out in front. Can they get it back? Free ball. Evans for Claire. Blocked. Willow Johnson. And the Mojo have scored 3 straight.
Willow Johnson has been a great, impactful player for the San Diego Mojo. Standing at 6'3" on that right side, that's a huge block for the outside pin.
So much size on the San Diego squad. Dimitrova got it in a bad spot. Now a big swing. Good play by Gomez to keep it alive. Looking for Chassé, little tap. Kept alive, San Diego, big swing. Point. San Diego, and we are tied at 10. 4 in a row for the Mojo.
Looks like that just clipped Claire Chassé's blocking hands.
See another look. Both teams thought they had it at first. Nearly went down. Evans wants Dimitrova, and they get the point back, and they stop the run.
Love to see that play on serve receive by Camila Gomez. She's taking that ball from Erica Pritchard on serve receive. That's huge, letting Erica Pritchard get back and become an offensive threat in the back row.
That barely got inside the line. Big swing and a big block from Erin Grote. Well, that helps as the Rise get a 2-point lead. That's what they needed. Try to get a little of the momentum back on their side. Kayla Caffey. Kept alive, big swing, and Erin Grote is heating up. The former Husky starting to eat in the middle. Three in a row for the Rise, and then it goes into the net. Back to Temi Thomas-Ilera. Pritchard, Evans for Dimitrova. And the savvy vets can't get the point. Goes back to San Diego.
Looks like that might have went off the antenna.
Tried to throw the changeup that time. Just a little bit outside. Pritchard, Evans, Marin Groats. Gets the point, and it's 14-12. We talked about the size on San Diego's team, and we're talking about Nutsara and Namcom. And Tomcom not playing today, and August Roski, at least so far, has been in there. And you mentioned it's a size thing.
Yeah, Tomcom not being able to put up a larger block on that pin, with Erica Pritchard for the Rise standing at 6'3", and Claire Chassé just being able to jump out of the gym. It puts the Mojo at a disadvantage to have her up there blocking, although she is a wonderful setter, dishes butter. So I expect to see her come in and play.
Tomcom was a player of the week a couple of weeks ago. Setting it up. Another block comes right back. Mojo set up shop again. Is that too far? It is a block touch and a point for San Diego. Rise have had as big as a 4-point lead, and the Mojo have found a way to respond just about every time. Ali Bastianelli, the native of Marysville, Michigan. Too strong, and the Rise are up 2. And they're the first to 15 here on Saturday. Our first time out here at the Van. 15-13, Grand Rapids up by 2 here on Rise Radio, WXSP, and YouTube TV.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like the inner choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
As week 6 of Pro Volleyball Federation play continues
Again, and tonight's main event is Pro Volleyball.
This is Pro Volleyball right here, a power swing.
Thomas Ilara. Chassé, back row brilliance. Tomcom picks out tap. We've got ourselves a match.
I'm going to talk about their head coach. Welcome back here to Van Andel Arena. 15-13 Grand Rapids with a lead over the Mojo. Claire Chassé sends it over for the Rise. So far so good for Grand Rapids, but San Diego gets a quick point out of the timeout, and it's a 1-point contest. Dan Hasty, Katie Olson with you inside Van Andel. Big set of weekend matches. 3 matches left for Grand Rapids. They will all be here at the Van. A postseason trip hanging in the balance. Erica Pritchard. And they don't get much easier than that for Marin Groat, who's off to a big start here on Saturday. 16-14.
Love to see that hard swing finished by Marin Groat.
And now she's to the service line. We're going to hear from Marin tomorrow on our radio broadcast. Another point for Grand Rapids. That one had a little too much heat on it.
Lindsay Vanderweide was again swinging for those high hands, what she does so well.
Marin Groat again. Roski, big swing, handle Dimitrova. Chassé, they free ball it back. Big swing on a slide play, down it goes. That was Ronica Stone.
Ronica Stone was so great at Oregon. She ranks in the top 10 for blocks and points, so I'd expect a lot more coming her way.
15 serving 17. Pritchard, and a nice play by Benegas. And it goes down with Temi Thomas Ilera. Where the Mojo are really doing a nice job playing catch up here in set 1. Every time it looks like the Rise are about to pull away, Mojo respond. Pritchard, Evans sending it back. Not the way they drew that one up. Tapped. Here's a chance for Grand Rapids. Evans, Chassé. Point, Grand Rapids. Air Claire sews it up, and the Rise are up 2. There's Ashley Evans. Now it's her turn. Her team's up 2, and she's got the 3rd ace of set number 1. And a timeout taken by Taiba Hanif Park. And the Rise have a 3-point lead as those points get more and more valuable in set number 1. It's Pro Volleyball from GR on the Rise Radio and TV network.
Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale.
And San Diego just took a point. 19-17, Grand Rapids' lead is 2. Serve goes back, it's Ronica Stone. Stone into the net. Put the Rise up 20-17. Big tap, handled, whistle. Point, Grand Rapids.
Looks like that set was just a little too tight for Temi Thomas-Alara, so she was in the net there.
21-17, that's the Rise's biggest lead. Matches when they were up 10-6. And now the Mojo get that point back.
I gotta say, back row attacks are one of my favorite sets to set as a setter. And, you know, as a hitter, they have so much room to really fly over that line. As long as they don't touch the net, they're good jumping behind that 10-foot line. We saw Shannon Scully coming in for Grand Rapids Rise.
That's Claire Chassé pulling a little magic trick on the far side, 22-18. Well, the first set has seen the Rise get up by 4. Now they're trying to close the curtain. The Mojo respond that time. Now their lead is 3. Temi Thomas-Alara, fresh out of a Big Ten career, last at Wisconsin. And she has the first Mojo ace. Boy, did they ever need that.
It's been so different watching Temi Thomas-Alara really play throughout Northwestern and then to Wisconsin. She had a crazy top spin serve, and now you're watching her go to the float.
Evans wants Marin Grote. Good play up front. And now a tap, a block, and a point for Grand Rapids. Dimitrova and Marin Grote put the Rise 2 points away from set number 1. Every point is precious in these sets. And at this point of the season, Dimitrova to serve. into the net. 23-21, Grand Rapids leads by 2 in the first set. Ali Bastianelli serving for San Diego. Shannon Scully just checked in, and a beautiful changeup from Maren Groth. It's 24-21, and when you get to 24, you turn the lights off. Set point at the Van. Scully comes out. Erica Pritchard's back. To serve, the one they call Air Claire. Claire Chassé pounds it over. A tip coming over. Chassé's got it. Evans looking for Maren Groth. Kept alive by San Diego. Big swing. It is too long. Out of bounds. Grand Rapids takes set number 1. The Rise have owned the opening set. And they've got set number 1 pending further review.
Looks like Taiva called a challenge on that play. Did Lindsay Vanderweide get a part of that block?
And you've got nothing to lose, so you may as well look at it, right?
Yep, so you do get new challenges in a new set, so you might as well use your challenge. Looks like there was a touch on that block, so point does go to San Diego Mojo.
Wow. We play on here in the first set. Well, everybody stand back up. Willow Johnson to serve for San Diego. Set 1 back in the balance. A swing from Dimitrova. Point San Diego, and now Kathy George wants to challenge.
Looks like we're getting a lot of block touch challenges tonight. You see all the players immediately throw their hands up. Both sides, we've been seeing it all night.
Well, it's a good thing that we got that replay issue fixed before this match started tonight. They just corrected the first one. Will they correct a second one? And will we get a chance to party here in Grand Rapids?
The speed at this level is so fast that it is very easy to miss a block touch, and it could just be a nick of the finger. You don't really know. So having Bolt 6 really being able to zoom in on those fingers, it's great.
It is a point for Grand Rapids. Chalk up a win for instant replay. And the Rise, in fact, do take set 1 after further review. See? Just like we drew it up. Let's go to the set.
right now. Let's go.
We are kind of settling in here tonight. This could be a long one between the Rise and the Mojo, especially given everything on the line between these two teams. Erica Pritchard serves, and we are underway in set 2. Evans keeps it alive. Gomez looking for Chassé. Big right-handed swing, lands it. And the Rise have the first point of the second set. Snuck it in inside the back line. Pritchard pounds it over. San Diego sets it up. Temi-Tom with a big swing and gets the point back. Tied at 1. Now Temi-Thomas Elara. Line drive into the net. Ticked off the tape, and it's 2-1 Grand Rapids. By Maren Grote with a really big first set. We're going to hear from her coming up tomorrow during our broadcast. Now Caffey puts it into her net, and we're tied at 2. Service there starting to pile up a little bit, KO.
Yeah, that's Grand Rapids Rise's 4th missed serve.
We've also aced 3 thus far. And now another one. And we've seen sets like this where everybody just starts pounding them straight into the net.
Something must be on that ball.
I would get a new ball. Here's Dimitrova, and
you know, it's a fine line that we do talk about. Serve receive is so important, and so is serving. So really getting a hard serve in the seam of 2 passers, but not missing your serve. It's really challenging.
Willow Johnson. That one went over, and that one went down thanks to Ashley Evans.
What a beautiful sneak attack there by Ashley Evans. You know, once you're missing so many serves back and forth, it's very important that she's like, I'm going to take control of this. They're going to be on their toes right now. Here I go.
That's an awesome time to do that. Chassé, too long. 4-4. Right now, the service line, nobody's friend.
Serving is also such a mental game. Once you start getting back there and you're like, don't miss my serve, don't miss my serve, it gets in your head and really affects that.
A chance for Pritchard, puts it down. Wasn't exactly the prettiest way to draw it up, but they figured it out. And it's 5-4 Grand Rapids. Let's see if Maren Grote can help calm the storm here from the service line. She can. Actually got it set up very nicely. Chassé, Evans setting it up, and Pritchard puts it down for the 2nd straight point.
Pritchard doing what she does best. She shoots that hard cross shot and then comes back straight down the line. So you really don't know what's coming at you.
Another nice play from Pritchard. Keeping it alive, tapped, and a point for San Diego. Ronica Stone once again. Boy, Stone and Bastianelli, that's a really tough combo in the middle.
Yeah, they both led their colleges in blocks and block assists, so that's a huge front row presence along with kills. They were both very efficient in college.
Pritchard, Evans from Chasse, got it. And the Rise go up by 2. I like watching Chasse from the back row. I like watching to see what she can do from 10 feet. She has a lot more options available to her. I think she enjoys that. Free ball has to come over. Evans, Caffey just doing what she can to keep it going. Big swing from Johnson. Caffey for Dimitrova. Pritchard, there's Evans. Chasse, big swing and a block. San Diego puts it down, guess who? Allie Bastianelli, and it's 7-6 Grand Rapids.
Back row attacks, you can get so much more runway. You see Claire Chasse really backing all the way up to the end line and flying over that 10-foot line.
San Diego serves August Roski. Grand Rapids has it. Dimitrova right back to Grand Rapids. Evans serving it up. Caffey blocked out in front. Caffey sends it right back, and the point goes to San Diego.
Yeah, that one might have been a double.
Our first referee, Landry Hampshire. Our second referee, Nathan Mahaven. Our referee at the pole put up the 2 fingers. That explains that. 7-7.
It'll be interesting to watch the NCAA this year in volleyball since they are taking away that double rule. Now, it still is in effect for any ball that goes over the net, which is what we just saw.
7-7. Over to Grand Rapids. Dimitrova pokes it over. And Grand Rapids thought they should be getting a point here. We will play through for now. Dimitrova, big swing. Down it goes. And Dimitrova is going to walk straight over to the official. They got the point, so I guess it's water under the bridge.
Really
but it's 8-7 Grand Rapids.
Really mixing up those shots on the right side from Amelia, attacking down the line.
Pritchard serves. She's had a lot of success from the line. Slide play, tapped over, and San Diego ties us up at 8.
Great court vision by Allie Bastianelli, seeing that Camila Gomez was so far back, just tipping it right over that block, allowing it to fall.
Temi Thomas-Sailera. You see the defense, Grand Rapids setting up. Pritchard, Evans, behind her, Dimitrova. There's a point. They almost were able to land that on that far side of the open defense, but it's 9-8 Grand Rapids. Kayla Caffey's turn from the line. She started us off with an ace today. Little tip, kept alive. Good play by Grote. Big swing Chasse, but it's deflected and knocked down. Bastianelli. You could tell that Chasse's got her hands full with those middle blockers tonight.
Yeah, they both seal the net so well, not allowing any balls to go underneath them.
9-9, Mojo serves. Handled by Chasse. Set up for Grote. Slams it down, and it's 10-9. And with Chasse being held in check, maybe that's why we're talking about Maren Grote so much.
Yeah, she's doing a great job. Her and Ashley Evans have really grown their connection in the middle, and you're seeing that she's able to get her swing off quicker than normal.
Dimitrova serves. Mojo with a big swing. Handled by Pritchard. Gomez looking for Grand Rapids. Chasse, big swing, too strong. Out of bounds. San Diego point, we're tied at 10. Mojo serving with Willow Johnson. Up it goes, over it sends. Ashley Evans for Claire Chasse, blocked out in front. Back to Grand Rapids, Gomez looking for Dimitrova. Back to San Diego, they go from the back row. And a point for San Diego. Got it inside and through the wickets of the defense of Maren Grote and Claire Chasse, and the Mojo have one of their rare leads today, 11-10 San Diego. Another serve for Willow Johnson, who stands 6'3", and her serve goes into the net, and we're tied back at 11. Back to a tie score, and back to Claire Chasse. so far with 6 points here in the second set. Slide play and a monster swing from Ronica Stone, and the Mojo get the lead back.
That was just great execution by Stone, being up in the air and really turning that hard cross.
Lindsay Vanderweide. Pritchard turns it into an ace for San Diego. Couldn't handle that one. Two-point Mojo lead. They're up 13-11. Over it goes Gomez. It ends up with Chassé. Big swing, and down it goes. And that's where Claire Chassé is having her most success today, back there at the line.
Yeah, she has more court vision when you're hitting a back row attack, and they're stealing her so well on that outside pin right now that she's going to get more kills from the back row.
Over it goes San Diego. Taps it. Caffey finds Evans. Well, they want Claire again. Little tap into the net. Probably just wasn't sure what she wanted to do that time, was she?
I think the ball was led a little far in front of her, so she really had to broad jump to that one.
14-12, San Diego on top. Ronica Stone serves. Handled, Chassé. Evans setting it up. Dimitrova from the near side lands it inside the far line. Reiser down by just a point. Boy, that pinpoint accuracy from the 17-year pro. Nothing like it. Ashley Evans serves for Grand Rapids as they work from left to right. Handled. Big swing, and down it goes. What a swing with the right arm of Temi Thomas-Elara. And this set belongs, at least in terms of the first to 15, to San Diego. They've got a 2-point lead over Grand Rapids. It's Rise Volleyball on WXSP, YouTube, and 96.1 The Game.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like they in a choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
As week 6 of Pro Volleyball Federation play continues
Again, and tonight's main event is Pro Volleyball.
This is Pro Volleyball right here. A power swing.
Thomas-Elara. Chassé. Back row brilliance. Tom Cobb picks out tap. We've got ourselves a match.
All right, this is for all of you watching on YouTube. Try to give you a trickier one tonight. What college did Grand Rapids Rise head coach Kathy George coach before coaching at Michigan State? Your answer when we have a little more time. We'll give you that in just a little bit. So think on that. What college did Kathy George coach before coaching at Michigan State? Think on it. No cheating. Back to live action. Ashley Evans, Amelia Dimitrova. Didn't get a quality look that time. Big swing. Gomez able to keep it alive. Point Grand Rapids. What a huge opportunity and a missed opportunity on the San Diego side there, KO.
Great dig by Camila Gomez. Just a little too far over that net, and the Mojo were not able to get that kill.
And a net touch on San Diego. How about 2 quick points out of the timeout for Grand Rapids? That was Rasky trying to set it up, got a little too close there.
Yeah, you're not allowed to break the plane of the net as a back row setter, so that's where you're seeing the back row call.
Rasky, big swing, Willow Johnson. That's almost impossible to stop. 16-15 Mojo. Temi Thomas-Elara at the service line. They just can't afford to let Grand Rapids get this set. And they've got two unbelievable presences in that front row. That time it was Willow Johnson and Allie Bastianelli. Oh, they get those 2 points right back. Mojo up 17-15. Gomez, Evans, Dimitrova. Pritchard, Evans, Caffey, and a block. Bastianelli coming up big. One of the best defenders in the PVF, standing tall. Mojo up by 3. Chassé looking for Dimitrova. Venegas keeps it going. Gomez, Evans, Dimitrova blocked. 4 in a row for San Diego. They lead it 19-15. Timeout, Grand Rapids. This is life against San Diego. Back and forth we go. You've got the Grand Rapids Rise presented by U of M Health West.
There's so much pressure for young girls. You have to like wear this. If you weren't with these people, you weren't at the cool party, you weren't in. And then that puts pressure on them, like, okay, I need to like not be myself to make these girls like me.
Girl Talk is a national nonprofit organization that really helps all girls develop the confidence to lead. And we do that by having high school girls mentor middle school girls through the most formative years of their lives.
This is a safe place. If you feel you don't have confidence, we're gonna help you build that.
What makes me most proud to be a part of Girl Talk is what separates it from other organizations. We're doing unique work. We serve all girls. It doesn't matter what socioeconomic, cultural, religious background you're from, that the experience of a girl is universal.
This is a place where empowerment truly starts from within, and that's a beauty that lasts for a long time.
Join Girl Talk, you won't regret it.
Job up at that net, really sealing the block. She has 3 blocks in this set.
Play at the net. Pritchard. 2 strong, 5 in a row. The Mojo beginning to pull away here. You see how close that was to nipping the line. Pritchard comes out. Shannon Scully comes in. Temi Thomas-Ailera living at that service line. Evans. Able to set up Dimitrova, and there's a point. Well, they will need to go on a pretty big run to get themselves a shot at set number 2. Kayla Caffey to the line. Rasky, Willow Johnson with a fastball, handled. Free ball comes back. Didn't have the look they wanted. And Willow Johnson gives the Mojo their 5-point lead right back. Looks like perhaps a serving sub. Nomaris Velez, native of Bayamon, Puerto Rico, comes in. Evans for Chassé. Look at that. What court vision by Air Claire. They don't all have to be fastballs. The Rise now trail by 4.
You don't often see a two-handed tip at a higher level of volleyball, but when you can place it like Clara Chassé just placed that ball, it's a perfect execution of that.
Amelia Dimitrova to the line. 17 serving 21. Willow Johnson plants it to the floor. It's 22-17.
Looks like we got a double sub on the Mojo side.
The old dub sub.
Looks like we got Tomcom back in to serve and set from the back row.
Nutsara Tomcom, one of the great setters in the PVF, was a player of the week not too long ago. It says a lot about your depth when you can pull her off the bench. Big swing from Aaron Grote, and the Rise have a point. 2 very strong sets for the former Washington Husky, but the Rise still running out of room. Claire Chassez at the line. Well, if they could find a way to get this set, it'd be nothing short of incredible.
Got Morgan Lewis on the pin for that kill from Tomcom. Vander Wide with that nice ace on Camila Gomez. That doesn't happen too often. She did a great job of really pushing Camila Gomez's and Erica Pritchard's seam.
It's set point for the San Diego Mojo. Erica Pritchard blocked, kept alive. Maren Grote taps, and it's kept going by San Diego. Evans for Dimitrova, too strong, and the Mojo have evened us up after 2. All even at 1, headed to set number 3. When we come Bastianelli leading San Diego with 9 points. Amelia Dimitrova has 9 on the Grand Rapids side. But really what stuck out in that second set, especially as San Diego pulled away, was what they got from their size, especially Bastianelli.
Oh, she did a great job of not hesitating at all in the middle. Sometimes, you know, you're reading a setter, so you're getting used to Ashley Evans. You've played her twice now. You know some setters give off like little hints of where they're going to set the ball. Allie Bastianelli held where she was going and didn't get faked out. That's what led to her 5 blocks, 7 total for Mojo.
So, want to talk about something really cool, an initiative that's going on with the Grand Rapids Rise, because this is something that is really near and dear to the hearts of what Grand Rapids has been able to announce with its Players with Purpose ticket program. It actually allows fans to purchase tickets to the remaining home matches this season while supporting nonprofits and community organizations around West Michigan. They personally selected by Star Rise players Claire Chassé, Sarah Sponsel, and Ashley Evans. Beginning over the course of this week, the 3 previously mentioned players will have a unique ticketing link for fans to purchase tickets and support the organization of their choice. For every ticket purchase using their link, the Rise will donate $5 to the organization chosen by their particular favorite player. Claire Chassé's is the Side Out Foundation. For Sarah Sponsel, Mary Freebread's Wheelchair and Adaptive Sports Program. And for Ashley Evans, Has Heart. So, again, buying a ticket to the Rise matches, you're also buying an opportunity to support some really good causes.
I mean, that's just awesome for the Grand Rapids community. And, you know, buy more tickets, donate to all 3 of them. That's what we're going for here.
Now, let's also talk about what else is coming up here, because obviously, if the Rise have some success over the next couple of matches, then we're talking about maybe some potential postseason opportunities. First, let's take a look at the home matches that we have coming up tomorrow, and then, of course, on Mother's Day. You see the Mojo and the Rise will play again coming up tomorrow. That's at 4 p.m. You'll be able to hear that on 96.1 The Game, and you can also catch that on YouTube. But then on Sunday, May the 12th, it's the Omaha Supernovas. That could be a potential playoff preview. So that could be a lot riding on the line, or at least in terms of just getting to know you sort of a situation coming up on Mother's Day. But then, of course, there's the PVF Championship that will get things started coming up on May 15th and May 18th. The Final Four, if you will begin on May 15th in Omaha, Nebraska. And with any luck, the Rise will be a part of that conversation.
Yeah, that May 12th game could be real interesting. You know, Omaha has already solidified their 2nd spot in the Final Four. So really, do you think that they're going to play their starters at that moment? Are the Rise still fighting to get into that slot? Do they need a win over the Fury and the San Diego? You know, it's crazy how it comes down to that, but logistically, there's a lot of thought that goes into these last few matches that these 3 teams in particular have.
Here's something you should also know. That game against Omaha, the very last game on the Pro Volleyball Federation schedule. So the Rise will have the added benefit of having every other team having finished their regular season schedule. So whatever needs to happen, whatever the Rise need to do, they will know exactly what they have to do going into that last match. So there is some added benefit of time being on their side. It's always good to have time on your side. Let's take a timeout. When we come back, we've got the all-important set number 3 when we return. It's the Rise and the Mojo. We're all tied at 1. When we come back, we'll figure out who takes the 2-1 lead between Grand Rapids and San Diego here from the van right here on Rise Radio and TV on WXSP.
Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
And Willow Johnson, this is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday, 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dak out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
We gave you this very intense trivia question for all you YouTube TV watchers out there. What college did Kathy George coach at before coaching at Michigan State? Yes, of course, she's the longtime Spartans head coach. Where did she coach before coaching at Michigan State? Drum roll, please. The answer is Western Michigan University. Not too far from where she's coaching now. It's about maybe 45 minutes to Kalamazoo from where we are now. 1994 to 2004, Kathy George was the head coach of the Broncos of Western Michigan. That's not their outfit. That's a different outfit, actually. So congrats to those of you who knew the answer to that. She's been coaching KO, as you know, for a long time. We're underway in set number 3. Ashley Evans trying to start off the rise with a point, and they've got it. Thanks to Amelia Dimitrova.
We're seeing a little bit of a personnel change on the Grand Rapids Rise. You see Alyssa Garvelink Jensen now. I know her as Garvelink from MSU, all of you State fans.
Big swing there. Handled by San Diego. Gomez keeps it alive for Grand Rapids. They are looking for 2 points to start it off, and they've got it with Claire Chassé. 2-0 Rise.
Just a little miscommunication in that back row from Venegas and Vander Wide there. They're both ready, just didn't execute that play.
Explain the switch for us. What do you think?
I'm thinking it's a blocking switch. Alyssa Jensen is a little bit taller back there, so she's able to move and take up more space than Kayla Caffey.
Pritchard into the net. Another service error for Grand Rapids. That's number 7 today. 5 on the Mojo side. Temi Thomas-Alera. I don't know if that was the intent, but a little too strong on the send back, and the Rise get a point. I don't know if anybody really intended to do what they did.
Yeah, you know, sometimes it was a little too high of a set for Jensen, but she was able to work with it. And sometimes those mishits are actually harder to play defense against.
It was a big swing and ended up kind of like a changeup.
So now we see Jensen back to serve and Grote coming into that front row.
Jensen, the native of Holland, Michigan. It's also not too far from where we are. Big swing. Down, and a point for San Diego. And they've got to do some more maintenance on the floor. They've got Dimitrova out there. That was kind of a let the bodies hit the floor situation.
You know, we are in an ice rink, so you wouldn't think that the floor would get too slippery, but these girls are working hard down
I'm glad you mentioned that. Congratulations to the Grand Rapids Griffins, who won in overtime their playoff game last night against the Rockford IceHogs, 4-3 in overtime. Jonathan Berggren with a game winner in OT. Big swing from Amelia Dimitrova, but a block, and the Mojo have tied us up at 3 in set 3. Well, let's see if Alyssa Jensen can give Grand Rapids a big lift here in the third set. Lot riding on this third set. Big swing from Chassé. There's a point for Grand Rapids. It's interesting. They're going back to Claire at the pin, which they hadn't really done so far tonight.
Yeah, the Mojo has such a large front row block there. You have Willow at 6'3", Veronica Stone at 6'2", and Lindsay Vanderwide at 6'3". It's a huge wall to get around there.
And that's Willow Johnson with a big swing and a 4-4 tie. Willow Johnson once again. All even at 4. Surprise, surprise, Ashley Evans. It's been a good decision when she's decided to catch everybody off guard, and it's 5-4.
As a setter, when you're in the front row, you've got to make sure that you're an offensive threat up there. Otherwise, the blockers are just going to break to your hitters.
Claire Chassé. Stone looking in a big swing. Gomez down to get it. Chassé wants Pritchard. And a little bit too far out. Missed the target, and it's 5-5. Lindsay Vanderwide. Gomez. Evans. Grote had the timing off. Willow Johnson partially blocked. Chassé. Evans, try that slide play again. That time they got it. 6-5. Maren Grote got it right, and it's now a Rise lead.
Great decision making on calling an inside set there from Grote. She's mixing up the slide, which is all the way to the pin, and then right behind her, a C.
Grote sends it over. Another slide on the other side. Down goes Evans to get it. Grote pops it up. Big swing, Pritchard. Nothing there. Evans. Now a big swing, and San Diego gets the point. Notice Ashley Evans doing a little bit of work on the floor there as the ball was live.
You don't see that too often.
All knotted at 6. It's a full service setter right there. Good play at the nets. And a point goes to San Diego. Thought it might be one of those plays Grand Rapids could take advantage of a broken play. Didn't exactly go that way. Mojo with a 1-point lead. Evans teeing it up in the middle. And there's Alyssa Jensen. Now we're tied at 7.
Right there, that was such a quick shoot to that 31 set that Alyssa Jensen, her arm was already up and swinging right when Ashley Evans was getting her the ball.
Quick and clean. Ashley Evans. Roski, big swing, down it goes. Temi Thomas Ailera. 8-7 San Diego.
She hasn't been too loud this game. We saw in the first previous matches, Temi Thomas Ailera was averaging 17 kills.
August Roski over. Evans looking for Dimitrova, blocked out in front. And Dimitrova immediately asking, not sure what about either way. It's a 2-point Mojo lead. Roski again. Pritchard, Evans, Amelia, blocked, kept alive. Quick tap, point, Grand Rapids, Erica Pritchard. Teamwork at its finest, and Grand Rapids gets a point it didn't look like they were gonna get.
What a hustle play there, really throwing bodies at the floor, keeping that ball off, and then a great finish by Erica Pritchard, just tapping it over the net.
I've always said, this sport looks like following what happens to a pinball inside of a machine, and that play was a perfect example.
Now we have Shannon Scully back to serve instead of Erica Pritchard.
Scully, 8 serving 9. And Scully enters with an ace. Temi Thomas Ailera couldn't handle it cleanly. 9-all. We're tied at 1 set apiece. Roski, big swing from Bastianelli, handled by Grand Rapids. Dimitrova blocked out in front, back to Jensen. Looking for Chassé, another block. Gomez tapped over by Jensen. San Diego's got it. Back to Johnson. Patted right back to San Diego. Other side, Thomas Hilera. Back to Grand Rapids. They look for Chassé. Blocked. Gomez flops down to get it. Back to Dimitrova. Big swing. Couldn't put it over. Point, San Diego. It's 10-9.
That right there is quite a long play full of tons of defense and great attacks. Now you're seeing just a little bit of a huffing and puffing from both sides.
Temi Thomas Hilera to the service line with the Mojo up 10-9. Chassé, nothing there. San Diego, big swing, back to Grand Rapids. Gomez for Chassé, tapped. Kept going, big swing, blocked. Grand Rapids ties it up at 10. Dimitrova and Jensen were all even.
It's definitely something that Grand Rapids is not excelling at tonight. Right now is the block. Right now they only have 4 compared to the Mojo's 10.
Nearly an ace for Jensen, but it's back on the Rise side. Evans, big swing. Maren Grote gives the Rise the lead. How many times have we said Maren Grote's name tonight?
That's her 8th kill of the night. She's hitting over 600. It's great to see from a middle.
Meanwhile, Alyssa Jensen back at the service line. She's got her jersey retired by Michigan State at Jennison Fieldhouse. She played for Kathy George. She was in high school at Holland Christian, was a Michigan Miss Volleyball finalist. She is woven into the volleyball fabric in the state of Michigan. And now she's trying to help Michigan's first Major League Volleyball team make the postseason. Point San Diego here.
Looks like Amelia might have tripped over her own feet. She did just come off of an ankle injury, and you see her just really stretching out that ankle.
Tied at 11. Bastianelli serving for San Diego. Over, Scully, Evans, Chassé, big swing, point, Grand Rapids. Air Claire gives the Rise the lead. Still so much to be decided with only 3 matches to go. Dimitrova serves. Rasky. Dimitrova, Evans wants Claire. Kept alive. What a play by San Diego. Free ball back. Gomez, Evans, Dimitrova, big swing. Popped way up. Kept alive by the Mojo. Tapped over into the middle. What a play by the Mojo to tie us at 12. I thought that one was going to hit the scoreboard.
I did. Temi Thomas Hilera really passed that ball all the way up there, and I'm shocked that they got a set off of that.
I think that was Kathy George's surprised face. Gomez, Evans for Chassé. Pancaked. Served fresh. Evans, big swing. Maren Grote, point, Grand Rapids. This match so far is exactly what you thought it would be. Claire Chassé to the line. 13 serving 12 into the nets. And we're tied up again. Lindsay Vanderweide. A chance for a big swing, and San Diego collects. Back to Grand Rapids. Dimitrova, right back to Grote. Big swing, big point. Maren Grote makes it 14-13. Came right back, she didn't miss.
Doesn't get any easier than that, than putting down an overpass kill when it's so tight to the net.
Maren Grote's turn to serve. Venegas collects, surprise. Just caught the line for San Diego. What a play for August Rasky. Setters have had success with that move today. Ronica Stone serves. Evans out of system, nobody had it. And the Mojo get the lead. Good time for a timeout. Rise trail by 1 at San Diego 15, Grand Rapids 14. You've got the Grand Rapids Rise presented by U of M Health West.
Baby, I'm a big deal, I got it like that. I did it again, who told you that I was finished? Fresh off the plane with a new mani-pedi. My hair stay laid and you know I get paid. $100 bills, I got racks on the way. I'm making them big moves, I won't stay quiet. 5'6", but I feel like a giant. I got the source, I am the supplier. I can make them boys sing like the inner choir. I'm on top and I'm taking it higher.
As week 6 of Pro Volleyball Federation play continues
Again, and tonight's main event is Pro Volleyball.
This is Pro Volleyball right here, a power swing.
Thomas Ilara. Jose, back row brilliance. Tom Cobb picks out tap. We've got ourselves a match.
Here on Star Wars night, it's a pretty good amount of lightsabers in the building. They're hoping that the force will be strong on the Grand Rapids side. They took set 1, now they're trying to get them set 3. There's a point. We're all tied at 15. Winner of this one will take a very big step to the postseason. Just 3 matches left for Grand Rapids. Ashley Evans serves. Quick block, but it comes right back. Gomez, Evans trying to give Grand Rapids the lead, and they got it. Claire Chachet, and it's 16-15.
That back 3 feet of the court is so hard to defend against. That was a great spot by Claire Chachet.
Evans over. Rasky to Johnson, and we're tied up again. San Diego's last 6 matches have all gone to a 5th and final set. Hard to feel like that's not exactly where we could be headed today. Point Mojo, and it's 17-16.
We're seeing a lot of back row attacks from both sides of the net tonight. I think you're seeing that because there's such a strong blocking presence on both ends.
Rasky serves for San Diego. Evans for Dimitrova, kept alive, but down it goes. And the Mojo have 2, now 3 in a row.
Temi Thomas Alara is lining up perfectly on Amelia Dimitrova, really getting in front of her left arm and pressing into that 6. She's getting a ton of blocks on her. Now you're seeing the switch from Grand Rapids Rise. You're seeing Morgan Fingal come in, and you know, she's got some playing time in these last 2 matches with Amelia Dimitrova going out. She's a hard hitter from Tennessee.
How about Dimitrova going out? That's not a good sign. Jensen with a swing, comes back. Big swing collected by San Diego. Block, San Diego gets it back. Couldn't get the back row, and it's now 4 in a row for the Mojo. What do you make of Dimitrova going out?
Right now, you saw her maybe tweak her ankle a little bit during a couple of plays ago. Morgan Fingal has been playing so well for the Rise, so I don't really see a letdown in her coming in and making a presence. But right now, the Mojo are reading Amelia Dimitrova like a book. Temi Thomas Alara is right on her blocking. So I think just switching up, giving a little bit of a mix, a new view for the Mojo. See what that does for the Rise.
She's currently sitting with the tablet. And now a Mojo ace. 5 in a row for the Mojo. We saw this at the exact same juncture in set 2. August Rasky again. Rise cannot afford to give up another point. They get one there, and now their deficit is 3. So Morgan Fingal, who had some pretty big swings in one of her matches when she came in for the injured Dimitrova, that was their win at Vegas. As you get a look there at Dimitrova sitting next to the assistant coach and her husband, Dennis. Hopefully we see her back at some point. Big swing, Mojo. They're back up by 4. It's Temi Thomas-Alera. Trouble brewing for Grand Rapids. Point GR. That's Morgan Fingal. And Grand Rapids is really going to have to dig deep here. See how close that was to being in. Alyssa Jensen. Willow Johnson swings. Fingal sends it back. Good play. Willow Johnson hits. Jensen for Fingal. Taps. Nothing there. Rasky. Johnson. Point San Diego.
Looks like we called a touch on that ball.
And Kathy George is gonna appeal this. She sends it to replay. Well, either this is a 4-point set or this is a 2-point set. How big is this replay?
It's huge, and it's such a momentum swing right now, because as it stands, it's 18-22, Mojo leading. We're challenging if there was a touch in the front row, because it was definitely out. We did see that replay. But did Claire Chassé touch it at the net? Reviewing to Bolt 6. Bolt 6 did just sign again with the PVF as the only league that will be using the Bolt 6 system from here on out.
Boy, and given the magnitude of this, boy, you can't help but wonder what the magnitude of this will be. We're getting a look. Point Grand Rapids, oh my goodness. The appeal won by Kathy George. That might be her biggest challenge win of the season.
That was a pretty big one, and now you're seeing Sarah Sponsel come in as a defensive serving sub for Alyssa Jensen.
Sarah Sponsel, one of the leaders on this team, comes in a big spot. Rasky, Johnson blocked and somehow kept alive. Evans for Fingal. Blocked again. Evans, Chassé, point Grand Rapids. The Rise are digging deep in set 3.
Right, there's such a great sub made by Kathy George. Having Sarah Sponsel come in there, she covered that block and what led to that point.
They've scored 3 in a row without their leader, and who many consider their coach on the floor, and Amelia Dimitrova. Sponsel serves. Nearly ended up an ace, but a free ball over. Big shot. Handled for a moment. Grand Rapids sends it back. San Diego, Rasky. Big swing, kept alive. Evans for Chassé. Points! Grand Rapids has tied us up. Unbelievable. 21-21, and the Rise have dug out of the hole. This is about as unlikely as anything the Rise have done this season. And you can see how the bench is reacting to this. Here's Sponsel again. Could they potentially get the lead here? Sponsel keeps it alive. Evans for Chassé. Not this time. Big swing kept alive. Chassé again. Nothing doing. Rasky, Johnson, point, San Diego. But again, the Rise dug out of the hole in KO. That's the important part.
Yeah, what a great way to come in for Sarah Sponsel. You know, she moved out of the libero position, then to come in as a defensive sub. She really changed the game there for the Rise. So what can they do now? How are they going to respond back to this?
They did the hard part. Evans for Fingal. Big swing. We're tied at 22. Coming off the bench, the Tennessee Volunteer evens the score. Morgan Fingal, the first rounder of the Rise. And now it's time for her biggest serve with Grand Rapids. San Diego sets up shop with Willow Johnson. Kept alive by Gomez. Fingal once again. San Diego ready for it. Big swing, big block. Marin Gross! And the Rise are up 23-22. A short-handed Rise team has taken the lead in the third. And Kathy George's team is loving it.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Morgan Fingal serves. Over she goes. A swing, handled. Evans pops it up for Chasse. She's got the point! Turn them off! Set point for Grand Rapids! And if the Rise get this set, this might be their biggest set win of the year. Fingal over. San Diego sets up. Tapped over. Pancaked. Popped back by Chasse. Kept alive for the time being. Big swing. Willow Johnson gets the point. It's 24-23.
Right here, now you're seeing the Mojo bring TomCom back into set, along with Morgan Lewis in the front row. Just to add something to it, they're in a must-need point situation here. 24-23 Rise lead. And now you're seeing Kathy George go up for that timeout. Great timeout call by her, maybe trying to freeze TomCom, who's been sitting on the bench for quite some time.
What do you think they're talking about right now in this huddle?
For the Rise, they're definitely talking about just controlling, staying calm and controlling this pass. It's really important. You got to pass first before you can do anything. So getting a solid talk and serve receive, getting that first ball pass, first ball kill would be ideal. And then on the other side, the Mojo, what are they going to defend? Who are they going to set? You know, we got Claire Chasse in the front row, probably going to go to her is what the Mojo are thinking. TomCom really has to come in with a hard serve.
You know, at the beginning of the season, it felt like all of these matches were going well beyond 25 points, and then that kind of stopped for a while. We haven't had a lot of the sets go well beyond 25, but here today, it kind of feels like we're due for one of those sets. I don't think anybody here has any interest in this one going longer. But Kathy George's team has dug so deep here in the third set to put them here in this position. Do they have one more point in them? Ashley Evans setting up Chassé. Kept alive by San Diego. To the net, big swing. Chassé goes down to get it. Kept alive, Chassé falling back, keeps it alive. Back to San Diego. Big swing, kept alive by Scully. Gomez wants Chassé. Mojo keep it going. A big swing. Down it goes for San Diego, and this set will go longer than 25 here in the third. Nutsara Tomcom. They're all standing in Grand Rapids. An enormous point is at stake. Ashley Evans misfires. Set point Mojo. That's the first time a setter has misfired. How much will it cost them? Chassé gets it back, and we're tied at 25.
You see that speed by Venegas almost getting that ball off of the black touch. That was great.
Grand Rapids did so much work to put themselves in this position. Chassé over. Mojo with a big hammer across. Point, Lindsay Vanderweide and the Mojo. They've got set point at 26-25. Vanderweide to the service line. Grand Rapids needs this point to keep themselves alive in the third. Big swing handled by San Diego. Tapped over and down it goes. San Diego takes set number 3.
Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
And Willow Johnson, this is her home debut. Made her debut at Omaha Saturday, 9 kills on 33 swings. Willow Johnson rockets one off the left arm. How about that southpaw strike? A little bit reminiscent of Dad out there on the mound. Willow Johnson gives San Diego a look at 7 set points for the match. Willow Johnson gets it done.
Star crams it down.
So impressive. Set back. Pittman, the new starter, making an impact. Some folks that teach the younger ones how to be a pro.
Adora Anai is effective from every single area of the court.
That is number 8 for Lenkator member Monet.
Cleveland with the kill. And the
Had to reach for it, blocked, and that'll do it.
And Fingal is such a strong asset to the Rise. She's a great player, very strong hitter. She's really stepping in to those starter shoes. She got a taste of it for the last 2 games. The nerves are out. It's all great there. But now, who's going to be the leader on the court? You know, that Amelia Dimitrova, that is what the Rise is missing when they're taking her out.
I will say this. Kathy George has to think about a team for next season, and Morgan Fingal's obviously putting together a pretty good tape and a pretty good audition for a future season. We know that Amelia Dimitrova is not coming back next year. We're underway in the 4th set. Free ball goes over to San Diego, who's got all the momentum. Can the Rise get some of it back here to start the 4th? Evans for Fingal. Pinpoint precision. Morgan Fingal makes it 1-0. What do you like about her game?
She plays with such confidence. She's such a strong, work hard player. She's someone that you would love to be on her team.
Temi Thomas-Ailera looking for Chasse on the other side. Point San Diego. Tied at 1. Rise got the first set. San Diego's taken the next 2. Grand Rapids needs this one to send us to a 5th and final deciding. Gomez, Evans, Fingal again. Nothing there. San Diego with Willow Johnson. And the Mojo have back-to-back points. That's Temi Thomas-Ailera. Into the net. Haven't had a lot of service errors from San Diego since the beginning of that 2nd set. They were very clean from the service line.
Yeah, that adds to their 6th missed serve, whereas GR has 8.
They were pretty clean after a couple of flubs in the 2nd set to begin. Willow Johnson stuffed up front. That was Marin Grote and Claire Chasse.
These 2 teams statistically right now are about even. The only thing that really separates them are those blocks. So Grand Rapids just added their 7th block compared to the Mojo's 12.
Which shouldn't go as a huge surprise. It's a very, very tall team. Popped over, San Diego gets the point.
Those are just one of those lucky plays. Temi Thomas-Ailera just putting her hands up to get that ball, shoots it over, just nicks the line. That's what's called volleyball good luck.
(3-3) and a chance for Lindsay van der Weide. Chasse, they were hiding there at the 10-foot line. Morgan Fingal. Fun to watch her get more and more comfortable as this season has gone on. Chance for Grote. She has also gotten more and more comfortable, and it's 4-3 Grand Rapids.
With middles and setter, it really depends on your connection with the setter, and you're watching the Evans-Grote connection really grow throughout this season. It took a little longer than a couple of other teams to really form, but once you get that setter-middle connection, it's the best feeling to set a ball and just know that your middle is going to crush it.
Fingal to serve. That has been such a big problem for Grand Rapids this season. Few teams have had to deal with service errors the way that Grand Rapids has. Aaron Grote tried the tap, didn't work. Evans, Aaron Grote again. Good play by Venegas. And San Diego gets it down 5-4.
Willow Johnson has a great crossbody, cross-court swing. It's right in between zones 1 and 2, so you're really falling in to the court, and then she's able to cut it right back to that line.
Still no Amelia Dimitrova here for this 4th set. That's into the net. That was from Willow Johnson. Well, her dad was known to misfire a fastball every now and then. Her father, pretty well known. We'll talk about that in a little bit. 5-5. That one way too wild. 6-5.
Just a little bit of a miss hit there by Lindsay Vanderweyde. She undercut that ball, just sending it a little too far.
Here's Claire Chassé. Just snuck it over the tape. Evans for Grote. That slide play, a thing of beauty. And it's 7-5 Grand Rapids. This is such an interesting dynamic. Grand Rapids is trying to win arguably their most important match of the season in such a different way than we're used to seeing. 7 serving 5. Slide play. This time it's blocked. This time it's down. Gomez and Chassé couldn't get to it. 7-6. But no Dimitrova. Chassé is kind of challenged with a lot of size, so they've got to work their middles a little bit more. It's just a very different feel to this match.
Yeah, the Rise relied so heavily at the beginning of the year with their pins that now mixing it up, adding some back row attacks is what you're seeing now from them.
Kept alive. Thomas Ailera back to Evans, looking for Chassé. Didn't get a clean look at it. Johnson pads it out of bounds. Point Grand Rapids 8-6. The march to 25 has the Rise up 2. It's Maren Grote's turn for the Rise. Little too hot to handle for Morgan Fingal. 8-7. Willow Johnson gets the Mojo a point. There's Ronica Stone. She serves so far behind the line. Well, it's working for her. She just picked up the ace. We're tied at 8.
She serves so deep back there, but she is able to get her ball to really drop off between the short and deep serve. So you think it's going far, and then it just drops in front of you.
Evans, Fingal. Good play by Stone. Willow Johnson. Perfect angle. 3 straight Mojo points. It's 9-8.
Willow Johnson adding to her 15th kill of the night. Just coming off of a Player of the Week. She's really stepping up her game in the back row. It's not something that you see too often.
Ronica Stone again. Evans wants Scully. Nothing there, and the Mojo have 4 in a row. They lead it 10-8. And Ronica Stone, a good luck charm of sorts for the San Diego Mojo. You got to give this team so much credit. They started this season 1-5, and now look at them. Morgan Fingal with a big swing and a point the Rise needed. They're down by 1, 10-9. They got their first 2 wins of the season, ironically, against Grand Rapids. And ever since then, they've taken off. Temi Thomas Ailera gets it on a feed from Roski and pounds it down. They're up 2, 11-9.
Temi Thomas-Alera is no stranger to Kathy George. Playing at Northwestern, switching to Wisconsin, she's really watched her grow over the last 6 years.
Roski serves. Evans for Grand Rapids to Fingal. There's another big swing on the attack. Down it goes. And they are feeding Fingal.
You know, I was talking earlier with Kathy George about Morgan Fingal. She's like, she's just a workhorse in practice. All she wants to do is get better. She's constantly trying to tweak her game, so she's definitely coming alive now.
Kept alive. Gomez gets it over. What a play. Raski, Thomas-Alera got it through, and it's 12-10. Talk to me about her season at Tennessee last year, Morgan Fingal.
Oh, she was so great. She led her team into the NCAA tournament, and she was the power behind her team. You needed to go to kill, you're sending it to her. She was great on the service line. She has one of the hardest floats. I sat behind one of the practices, and it just really tails off, and it's a heavy ball. She is so strong that she really puts the power behind all of her attacks and serves.
A block right out in front. Who else? Bastianelli. 13-10 Mojo. So maybe Fingal works best as a primary option of sorts, and maybe today, with everything the way it's kind of lined up, Fingal's working best as a primary option.
Yeah, she struggled a little bit at the beginning of the season, but again, a lot of these players don't sit on the bench and then come into play. They've just been playing starters for their whole life. So there's a little bit of a mix up there, and now you see her with her last 2 games coming alive, knowing what to do. She just swung hard cross and threw in a tip, mixing up those shots. Love to see it.
Now she just found the campfire, and her team's down by 2, 13-11. Popped it into the middle of the Mojo defense.
Now we're seeing Molly Lohman coming in for Alyssa Jensen back to serve.
Molly Lohman, the former Minnesota Golden Gopher, fires a fastball over. Willow Johnson sends it back. Evans going for Fingal again, fires it over, but it comes right back to GR. Looking for Fingal with a big swing. And San Diego gets the point. Boy, the more you watch Fingal wind up and hammer it, the more you enjoy her.
Yeah, she swings with a lot. It's a heavy, heavy ball coming at you. Those are almost one of the hardest balls to pass. You saw Temi Thomas-Alera just throw her body at that ball to get that dig.
You know, if you watch the NFL, there's a running back, Derrick Henry. Nobody wants to tackle him because he's such a hard, heavy player to bring down. It's kind of like deciding if you want to go after a volleyball hit by Morgan Fingal. Here's another one. Big swing. That one's a point for Morgan Fingal. They are just going to continue to feed her the rock.
She adds her 7th kill of the night, hitting 4,400. That's something that you want to keep feeding Fingal.
That is phenomenal. She's going to turn a lot of heads if she hits like that today. She is single-handedly keeping the Rise afloat here in the 4th set. The Mojo are the first to 15 as they get the point. They've got a 15-12 lead in set 4. You've got the Grand Rapids Rise presented by U of M Health West.
Pro Volleyball Federation, where every action carries the weight of passion and pride. There's a select group that rises above the rest. 23 athletes of the Pro Volleyball Federation are past or current members of the USA Women's National Volleyball Team, each a testament to dedication, skill, and relentless pursuit of excellence. Pro Volleyball Federation, building champions and making dreams a reality.
Obligated to give you this trivia question. Who is Willow Johnson's famous father? Here's a hint. He played baseball for a very long time. He played for the Seattle Mariners, and he did so in the 90s. He was nicknamed the Big Unit. The answer is Randy Johnson. If you guessed Ken Griffey Jr., it was the other one. It was Randy Johnson. Boy, wasn't he fun to watch during the 90s. Of course, we have to tell you that. Here's a big swing and a point up front. There's Maren Grote. Right now, we're seeing sort of the big unit on the side of Grand Rapids. That's Morgan Fingal. Her fastball's keeping the Rise alive. And now, there's really no other option for Grand Rapids. If they've got a shot, they need more. Grote keeps it going. They're looking for help. And there's a big swing, but it's too hard, too far, and a point goes to San Diego. That was Chasse at 16-13 San Diego. Can Grand Rapids find a way to beat a San Diego Mojo team fairly shorthanded? They do not have Amelia Dimitrova, who we think may have tweaked her ankle injury. And obviously, Katie, it's a little bit more important because the Rise also have to play this Mojo team tomorrow.
Yeah, so then you're really weighing the options of, do you try to force her to play? I know she knows her body the best, so like, are we gonna rest it, ice it, come back tomorrow strong? Like, it really depends. Splitting 50-50 on the weekend wouldn't be terrible for either team. Of course, you want to win too.
To Evans, and a point for the Mojo. San Diego beginning to pull away. The Rise need an answer, and they need it quickly. Boy, this was such a close match right up until that Dimitrova leaving the contest. And of course, we had a very close end of the third set. That one a little bit too far. Still got to give Grand Rapids so much credit for that third set.
Now we have Molly Lohman in the front row for the Rise, and we haven't really seen too much action from her this year yet.
She was the big addition around the trade deadline. She was just simply added. There's a point from Vanderweide. And yeah, we really hadn't seen what she was capable of, but we were really curious to see what she would bring. What she brings is size. Veronica Stone to the line. Right back to San Diego. Chasse down to get it. Evans to Fingal. Point Mojo.
Right now, the Rise are just looking to find an option. They need a quick switch here, so now you're going to see Mac Pedraza come in, making a setter change, maybe just to spice it up a little bit on the Rise side, see if they can string together a couple of points.
Only question now, is it too late? An ace for Veronica Stone.
We're seeing a lot of communication errors by the Rise that you're not used to seeing, and that could be the little leadership that they're used to having on the court is now gone.
Veronica Stone's been part of those big Mojo runs. A setup and a Molly Lohman point. And you know what also this has happened? The Mojo have sort of taken this crowd out of it a little bit.
Yeah, volleyball is such a momentum game that you can just almost feel it.
Pedraza serves. They'd love to find a way to bring them back to life. But a point for Willow Johnson. And now the Mojo, who have played nothing but 5-set matches for their last 6 in a row, are closing in. Another ace.
The Mojo seem to have the luck on their side. The tape is rolling the right way for them. They're getting serves that, you know, go 50-50.
The luck is living up to their last name. The Mojo are up by 7, and Kathy George wants a timeout. This is Rise Radio.
Omaha, Nebraska. Get ready for an electrifying weekend of pro volleyball action. The inaugural Pro Volleyball Federation Championship takes over CHI Health Center. The match for $1 million, May 15th and May 18th. Secure your ticket today.
Looking like a baddie, I show up and make them stop. Wanna know my name so badly, cause I run this whole block.
Gear up with the official Pro Collection apparel today. Available exclusively at realprovb.com and provolleyballshop.com.
NCAA women's volleyball will never be the same. Students of the game will study this era for generations. But we're only getting started. Sign up for pre-sale, news, and more at ncaa.com/volleyball.
Sarah Sponsel does an unbelievable job. Back to live action we go. 7-point rise deficit. Big swing for Willow Johnson. She's got another point. And right now, Kathy George's team is searching for answers, KO.
Yeah, Willow Johnson is doing a great job for the Mojo. She now leads both teams in kills with 18. 18 in 4 sets. What a great addition that Taiba Henny Park added to her team late in the season. She's really made an impact for them.
She's the reigning Pro Volleyball Federation Player of the Week. You can certainly see why. All out of sorts are the Rise at this point. Another San Diego point.
Looks like we had a net violation by the Rise.
Match point here on this Saturday night. And the Rise, who took set 1. Now send Ashley Evans back in. San Diego, Temi Thomas-Ailera puts it over. Morgan Fingal with a swing, and how fitting, a block from the middle. And Ali Bastianelli locks it up, secures the win, and gives the San Diego Mojo one step closer to an appearance in the PVF postseason. The Mojo take down Grand Rapids by the final score of 3-1 in 4 sets. Postgame is next. Rise Volleyball on WXSP, YouTube, and 96.1 The Game.